Right guys, welcome to the video. I just want to start by building up a nether tunnel. Now this is because stocking the wood shop without a nether tunnel is very annoying. Now this is not going to be fully designed, this is purely a basic ice path, but it will be good for the time being. So I hope you enjoy this time lapse. This is just a quick time lapse here, as now we have dog slogs. I don't really feel that we need this shop, so it's closing with a total of 0 sales. Kind of sad, but it served its time. Right guys, I was just out gathering some materials for today's project, which I am going to be keeping under wraps for the time being. And I saw this, which is a savannah village. Now I don't think I've ever come across one of these before. And although I have no plans for villagers, as within Phoenix somebody else is taking a hold of the villager projects, they have quite a few resources. Resources that I would rather like to have. But what I do want is a bed. Now I can't sleep, there are monsters nearby. There we go. Now what I am going to do is obviously steal all their stuff, because that is the only thing you can do with a village. So, yeah, we're gonna get a bit... Oh, God, what's happening? Oh, God. Okay, I punched him. Whoops. But as I said, I'm not taking anything, so that... I am taking stuff. I'm not using villagers, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Get my axe here. We'll take the lectern. Silk touch the bookcases. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now, I don't currently have a cow farm. Now, I do have just some cows lying around, but I don't have an actual cow farm. So, leather isn't exactly easy for me to get right now. And so, these bookshelves are quite nice because, well, books require leather, and then you need multiple books to make a bookshelf. So, let's run around and steal everything they have. Yes, I'm stealing the beds. Why? Nobody knows, honestly. Probably, I think the best reason... Bell. Bell! I quite like the bells. They're quite a cool block. It's kind of annoying that you can only get them from stealing. I know you can obviously trade them once you've set up a trade hall. However, as I said, once more, that is not my project this season. So... I'm not dealing with that, and it's not yet ready, so we can't get bells. Kitty cat? Oh, there's a kitty cat. Ooh, I kind of want to go grab fish, but will it despawn? I mean, I can't tame it without fish. So, right, I'm gonna run back to my base, and we're gonna try and tame that kitty cat. Right guys, I have returned with some fish, all the fish in my storage system. Now that is only 33 in total. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I hope it is, because I really want a cat. But as we loom in on the village, I believe we are ready if we can find it. Fisherman, what are you trading? Yep, okay, nothing useful. Ooh, bed. Thank you. Chest, wheat. Torches, bread. Okay, sure. I should have just broke the chest. Barrel. 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 I'm stealing everything they have, but it's for a noble cause. Me wanting stuff. Oh my god. Right, where is that cat? It was around here. And it went up here. No, I don't want it. Here, kitty, kitty. Come on. Come on, kitty cat. Come on. Isn't it meant to walk towards me when I hold fish? Because I'm crouching. Do I just like have to wait here? I need to eat. Do you think I could just run at it with a fish and spam? Where is it? There. No. Eat. Love me. Love me. You will love me. Go. No. Stop running. Stop running. Stop running. Stop. Stop running. Come on. Fish. Right. Come on. Come on, cat. Am I faster than the cat? I don't know. Right, there. I'm crouching now. If I don't move, do you come back to me? Because I have fish. Or do you just not run away? They can't swim, can they? There we go! They can't swim. They can't swim. Well, they can, but very slowly. Right, I'm actually going to leave you there. I don't want to lose you. Doubt there'll be a second one. But I'm going to patrol, and if I get another one, I get another one. I've already stolen your stuff. Right, this house. Already stolen your stuff. Banner. Banner. Banner, banner. We'll take that. Oh, cauldrons. They could be useful. Through here. Oh, I'll take that. And 2 more cauldrons. Again, could be useful. Right, in here. Okay, we'll take that. And I'll take that. Thank you. I'm not going to mess with the iron golem because that is a murder face person. That's a jelly cat. Oh, that's a jelly cat. Where did you go? Because if I get 2, A, I can breed, and B, 1 is a jelly cat. Is it? Over there? Yeah. Right. It's getting night time though. I really don't want anything bad to happen. Wrong button. Sleep, please. Come on. No. I shall defend the cat. Come on. Come on, kitty. Look. I tamed one of your friends. I'm a good person. Okay? I just chased that in the ocean and forced it to love me. Come on. I'm probably gonna there so I can see it better. If you don't know what I just did, F3 and B turns on hitboxes so I can see the hitbox of the cat. It appears to have disappeared. Nope, it's just up here. Oh, now I'm gonna die because I'm out of food. Cat, you're killing me. I really want you, okay? I need to move them out my hotbar, otherwise there. Otherwise no, creeper! Shouldn't creepers be scared of cats? Hey, kitty. Kitty. Yes, go down to the river. You like the river, don't you? Cat, I'm saving you. Yes, Cat, into the river. Into the river. Into the river. No. There. Got it. It's mine. I got a jelly cat. Yeah. Right, cool. Now to steal more stuff. That's a weird water source. They don't do that, do they? Oh, apparently so. Maybe not. Whoops. Right. So, I now have 2 cats, as well as all this stuff. The leather armor actually is probably going to be one of the most useful things along with these hay bales, because as I said, no cow farm, leather's kind of annoying. Now I think the best thing to gather hay bales is a hoe, but I don't have a hoe, so I'm just using whatever tool I fancy, because I can. In here, there we go, got you, got you, got you. Cauldrons can be used in quite a few things. And they cost iron. I don't have any source of iron. Beds, I'm bullying the villagers. I mean, they cause you endless hours of suffering. They deserve it. Do I want to kill the villagers for their heads? He didn't drop his head. I thought it was 100%. Oh, Iron Golem. He'll hurt me, won't he? Ah, there's a zombie there, though. Right, we'll drop the zombie flesh. Do I need this many beds? No. Am I going to take them anyway? Yes. And I want to get some villager faces, if possible, please. There we go! Oh, he drops his face. We'll drop the acacia sapling. Yes, Savannah Librarian Villager. Right, so I'm gonna continue on massacring everyone, and I'll join you once I've finished. Right guys, bringing it back in, and here is everything I got. 5 heads. Now they are 100% chance, I do believe, on dropping them. So there weren't that many villagers, but it's a decent amount, as well as a ton of junk, which I'm just going to fling in this ton of junk chest, like all of these. So I made this nice little storage area, but I have way too much stuff, so yeah. It's laying out like this. Is there a chest in one of these? Oh, I have some chests on me because I stole some. Yeah. There we go. That doesn't even matter that they're not linked. But, I forgot the cats. So yeah, I'm gonna... Oh! Whoops, accidentally hit the F1 key. I'm gonna head back on over and gather up the cats and then return to get on with today's project. Right, so got this cat back safely. However, the other one did sadly perish somewhere. Does this not track it? In chat it came up and said cat was killed by... Oh, there we go. Cat was blown up by creeper. Very sad. Very sad indeed. But I do have that one. However, I do at some point need to get a second one if I want any chance of breeding. But anyway, I'm going to continue gathering up resources, and then we're going to start on the project that's right over there. Right guys, we are in the shopping district because there is something I want to show you, and that is this building here. Now this is not something I did, this was built by Kudza and Maggie, who are 2 members of the server, and it is a post office. I really like it, and they've incorporated lots of the new blocks. Now, what this is basically, instead of going to people's base, if you want to give them something, you just drop it in here, and when something's in there, the light turns on. And when there's nothing in there, it's off. So everyone with a light on, as you can see, has stuff in it. So this will mainly be used by me for splitting out the profits between Phoenix. So we have Cinny Minis there, and then Lax there. So that's how I'll spread the profit from the shops, because if you didn't know, on this server I'm part of an organisation called Phoenix, which is me, Cinny Mini, and Lax Pharrell. This basically means we share our farms and shops, and the way we do that is any shop profits we just split evenly 3 ways, and then obviously we can use each other's farms. It's just like basically this way, instead of building 3 farms we build 1, and we get to collab on projects together. So yeah. Now, you may have noticed when I open my mailbox, I have some money on me. Well, diamonds. That is because I want to sponsor a bee. Now, this is something that is available in that I can't believe it's not Sugar Shop. And basically, you pay 5 diamonds. We'll just go through the book quickly. You pay 5 diamonds and you get to keep. You get to have a bee. So, hello good folk of GGS. Have you ever wanted to own a bee, but you're always scared of the little cuties? Here, at I Can't Believe It's Not Sugar, we provide a system to sponsor one of our lovely fluff balls that produce all the incredible honey that you can buy in store. Please see details on the next page. Sponsorships are 5 diamonds. What you get is you can name one of the bees in the sanctuary. We will receive 8 honey bottles per week that come directly from the honey farm. A great feeling that you have given love to one of our bees. How to sponsor. Rename the paper in the chest with the following. 1. Your name. 2. The name you want to give to the bee. And we hope you're considering sponsoring some bees. Right, so I'm actually going to do 2. So, diamonds there. Oh wait, I think I meant to pay in the other one. And the first one is going to be... So, I need to put Mr. D Dog. I'm going to do... B8, which is basically the drone from Star Wars, the new ones. Droid even, not drone. From pretty much the newer trilogy. BB-8 is one of the droids from that. Mr. D Dog, and then we are going to just go for Mr. B. There we go. That means I'll be getting 16 bottles of honey per, week, which will be deposited to my mailbox, which is what you saw at some of the other people's. So that's it. Now, I don't think 16 bottles will be enough because that's only 4 blocks of honey. However, I do intend on planning on building my own honey farm. However, this would be nice to get me started. Anyway, I'll meet you once I've got a bit more. 1 module, 1 row, and that's 2 layers. Do you guys like this style? So what I've done is like progress updates. I went from 1 row, which was all the way back there. I started at the 1 module, then the 1 row, which would have been down that way, then the 1 layer, and now the 2 layers. Now, if you remember from my test world in the first video, I had 4 layers, not 2. And it will be 4 layers because I plan to build that entire thing. However, for the time being, I think that 2 is more than satisfactory. And I don't have the resources to make 4, honestly. So I'm kind of stuck with 2 for the moment. However, this should be good. Now, the reason I wanted sugarcane is obviously to pair with my gunpowder to make some fireworks. Now, fireworks are used for flying with the elytra. And, well, that's going to be a pretty profitable business, I believe. So that is obviously something I want to get into. However, we don't yet have the elytra. Now, on this server, we are saving the dragon fight to be a server-wide event, and we want the server to update first. And so we don't currently have an ETA on when we're doing the dragon fight, but when we do, every person involved gets an elytra. That's because we have the Drag and Drops Elytra data pack on, and it wouldn't be fair if just one person got it. So, everyone who participates gets an Elytra, which means that when we do that, because I will be taking part, I'll get an Elytra, basically for free. And so, what we then need is rockets, but there's one more thing we need, and that's a bow. And as, I don't know how to say it, but I forgot to craft a bow. I have the best gear possible apart from Depth Strider, yet no bow. Now, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the trident I have here, which I got in episode 2 for anyone that doesn't know. I have not forgot about that. However, nobody currently sells trident enchants, so there's nothing much I can do. Now, I'm just going to stick this in the miscellaneous chests, and we will build that up to 4 stories and the exterior at a later point. But right now, we need a bow. Obviously, I'm going to actually put this in the farm chests. To help fight the dragon, because without an elytra, you can't really do it any other way. Once I get an elytra, I can obviously fly and stuff and just hit him. But otherwise, I'm going to need a bow. Now, the honey here is from my bee. it was the end of the week, and so I got some honey in my mailbox, which I claimed along with some iron blocks off camera. Now, the iron blocks came because I helped Johnny with a project on his island. He lives on a mushroom island, and he wanted the grass to be podzol, so I helped out with that. Oh, chunks aren't loading. And in return, I got a stack of iron blocks. He has an iron farm, and he does sell them, but they are quite expensive, so I'm limiting how many I buy. And so that stack of iron blocks, I need diamonds, don't I, if I'm going to buy stuff. So those iron blocks were used in the farm to make the 8 stacks of pistons that are used there, as well as the hoppers. Now, I am going to take it up to 4 stories, however, I need another 8 stacks of pistons, as well as another 8 stacks of dirt, which is actually a resource I'm running low of because of this. Now, this is actually quite deadly. Under here, it's not filled in at all, and yeah, there's quite a few mobs. Not that many right now, but usually there is quite a few. But as long as I stay out of the way, that doesn't usually bother me. So that is built up there. I need to grab some diamonds and craft up a bow so we can get that fully enchanted. But I'll meet you guys once I've got that. Right guys, we're here and I have collected up all the books that we can. Now, there is no shop selling either flame or punch. So I am restricted, but I can still get a pretty decent bow. So going for infinity over mending, then obviously unbreaking, and power 5. Now that's not the best one, because we are missing flame and punch. Now, punch I don't really care about, it's basically knockback, but flame can definitely be useful. Especially if I want to do TNT stuff, but I don't think I do. But what it could be used for is, I believe it does do extra damage even to an entity like the Ender Dragon, which it does not actually set on fire. So that could be quite helpful, however it's not in stock, there's nothing else we can do. Now, what I was going to do was head on over to the wood shop, but a new shop has appeared here, which is Earth Movers by SB. Gravel 1 stack for 4, sand. Ooh, this is a nice shop, I like this shop. Anything upstairs? Doesn't look like it. I haven't seen any. Ooh, that's nice. There's a little minecart track there. That's quite cool. I haven't seen anything about this in the Discord, so I'm not sure if it's open yet, the shop we were just in. But it will be very, very useful. However, I might want to gather my own resources. Now, Sliced did obviously sell me the gravel from when I got my netherite. Ooh, 6 diamond profit. But for the most part, I think I'm going to gather it on my own. Now, that's because... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I actually quite like it. I quite like gathering resources. I think it's like quite soporific and nice. And so I'm probably going to do that. The only reason I haven't started is because we are missing shulker boxes. Now, I do have the bit of gravel he gave me still, so I could start, but I don't have pretty much access to any of the other necessary resources, like sea lanterns or cyan terracotta, because obviously for that I need the cyan dye. So I'm not really in a position to start building up. So we're going to wait until shulker boxes and then we might move on. But there is one project I need, and that is a sea temple conquered, or an ocean monument, whatever they're called. Now I'm not doing that this episode, however I might be doing it next. I believe I have all the necessary stuff. I've never done it before, but it'd be a fun project. Now this episode we are doing the sugarcane farm, and we will be heading on back to the shopping district to be building up a fireworks store later as well. And so we don't really have time for the ocean monument this episode. Plus I want to do a bit more researching, however we do have things like the potions brewed up. So you have that to look forward to. Anyway, I'm going to skip ahead, decide on what I'm doing next, and I'll join you back. Right guys, so I decided to go ahead and gather the necessary materials for levels 3 and 4 of the sugarcane farm, so we could finish this episode. And that's what you're seeing here, so sit back, enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you all on the other side. Right guys, coming back in, and I've done a bit off camera, such as the mob proofing up there. You can probably see the top slabs. That and the redstone wiring just stops mobs from spawning. That will be very useful once it is in the building. Now, right now this is all open plan, so mobs can get in and out of this farm. But once it's inside a building, they will not be able to access the farm at all, which means it'll be totally secure. Now, I haven't had any AFK sessions here, but it has been running while I was building it. So we've got almost a double chest there. It does a thing where if basically 2 sugarcane enter at the same time, which it does sometimes in this one, the hopper is obviously facing that one, but there's a one beneath it. The one beneath it takes priority, so it gets moved down to the bottom chest. However, if 2 open at the same time, it has a chance to pass it forward. So there, half the chest there, and then this one. Okay, just 9 stacks. Okay, a bit. Yeah. I mean, this is still absolutely amazing, considering this is just from when I've been building it. Nothing else. And it's constantly flowing in. Now, I must reiterate, this is not my design in any means. It is Tango Tech's, which is a hermit on the Hermitcraft server. And he made this absolutely amazing design. Now, some people might be thinking, well, why didn't I just zero tick it? And that is because, as I have mentioned before, we are in a 1.16 snapshot. To be specific, 20W20B. Now, we're not in the pre-versions yet, so for anyone who doesn't know, we are currently on 1.16 pre-3, I believe. Now, the server is not on that. We are sticking on 20W20B, as we stress tested that, and we know it works. Now, another thing has changed in between clips. The server has been upgraded. Now, if you look in chat, anyone with a blue name, which is currently just me and Lax, have paid money towards the server so that we could upgrade it. Now, there were problems with lag before that you may have seen in other videos, and it's the reason we've been holding off the Ender Dragon fight. But there's been enough money donated by the community that we could afford to upgrade the server. So now it's been upgraded, and although there are bits of lag, like you can see with me eating here, on the whole it is a lot smoother. So yeah, things should be running a lot better from now on. This will increase video speed, hopefully, because it means I won't have to be stuck in positions where I'm struggling to play, and also we shouldn't get kicked from being AFK as much, as we did relocate server locations, as the previous one was full, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a technical person when it comes to hosting the server. There we just saw a harvest come in there. Was it just 1, 2 pieces? 3, 4, 5, 6? So it does come in quite quickly from each harvest. Now, the way this works, though this is not my farm, I am going to explain it for anyone who just wants to know how it works. These observers here detect growth in the bottom level sugarcane. Now, they only detect it in this row, so it's not 100% accurate, because obviously all these can grow, but that's kind of the point. So whenever this one grows, and as you'll see, they're being monitored there, 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 and there. This one's only doubled up because it's the end module. If I'd built a second module, this one would have leached off of the module here's signal. So whenever this grows, it sends a signal up onto that redstone, which powers the pistons by powering the blocks, and then that's it. The module ends here. Then, to extend it, you add a repeater and go again. And then, extending it sideways, the modules double up this way, sharing the redstone signal, which is why there's only 1 observer per 2 pistons here. Now, I'm not going to take credit, as I did say this is completely Tango Tech's design, and it is an amazing design. I can't see any problems with it at all. There's, as I said before, the sugarcane grow, but what it does is this entire row gets fired, so whenever any of this is grown, it gets pushed off. Now, yes, you do have the potential of the fact that once it grows to a stage 2, it can't grow to a stage 3 sugarcane, so you could technically be losing out there, but it's nothing even considerable, especially when you build it on a scale like this. I have got 64 modules, which is a 4 by 4 by 4. So I have got 64 modules here, and that's why it was so resource heavy, because each individual module takes 8 iron bars, 16 dirt, 16 pistons, 16 redstone, and then tiling it obviously takes 1 repeater. So yeah, it's actually quite resource heavy when you build it on a scale like this, but it will all be worth it when we start getting a profit, as I am about to make the rocket shop. So I already have a design, and we're going to go ahead and grind up the necessary resources. Right guys, so this clip was actually recorded before what you just saw of me building up the sugarcane farm. I had already done the first 2 levels, which I did with progress updates, but gathering the mats for the shop I did off camera in between those 2 clips. Now that's because recording something like a time-lapse I need to be present for the entire time, versus gathering mats I can just come and go as I please and make short clips, and so that's what I did. So hope you enjoy nonetheless. Right guys, just bringing you in here before I build the shop. Now I've cleared out a plot here. Now this is built on the extreme dimensions, so like the furthest out points possible. I will not be using this whole area, but it is a 13 by 17. Now we are asked to stay inside a 20 by 20. Now that obviously is not, it's actually a 24 by 24, but that's perfectly fine. That I checked with the admin and it's basically just a guideline. Be like, hey, don't be building 100 by 100, thank you. So yeah, this is a 17 by 13, so that's perfectly fine. Anyway, now I did do a bit of thought into where I'll be building it. So it is kind of tucked away from the portals, but it is right next to this building, which, as I showed off, is the town, not the town hall, the mail room. So there should be quite a lot of foot traffic here. Now, this fireworks shop, although will be quite low to ground, I plan on having something built around up here, so that will catch your eye from every angle. Now, the problem is there is another fireworks shop, which is here. I'm just going to quickly go in and check the pricing. Oh, okay. 1 stack, 1 diamond. Okay, so I was planning on doing 3 stacks for diamond. However, that's 1 stack for diamond, so I could probably get away with doing 3 stacks for 2 diamonds, which is still cheaper, and I think that's a fair rate, especially early game, because not many people have a creeper farm and stuff. Anyway, so this is the location. Should be pretty good, pretty prime location, because the main portal is here. There are 4 portals. There's pretty much 1 for each cardinal direction on the island. So in the Nether Hub, we have 1 for the west, east, south, and north tunnel. Obviously, they meet quite close, so they're not far away. And then they just reach the extremities of each of the island. Now, I'm quite close to both the south and north portal, which are the ones on the hill, and then the one that everyone's basically evolved around. So this should be quite a decent bit of land. Anyway, let's get into the time lapse and start building this shop. I had to stop the time lapse, and that is because, well, I ran out of white terracotta, and I'm very low on my red. Now I'm just gonna finish up what I can do with the red before I get the white back, but I'm pretty much done with now. There's nothing else I can really do without the white, so yeah. I'm gonna head back, grab up more resources, and finish this bit off camera. As well as that, I also didn't bring anywhere near the amount of quartz. There's meant to be a second layer like this, and I didn't even complete the bottom layer. So yeah, I'm going to go back, gather up some more materials, and meet you back. Guys, I was just returning to shopping, and I don't know if you noticed during the time-lapse, but I got tagged. And I saw someone else here, and it's not the person who tagged me, so I am allowed to tag them. So I'm now chasing them. Hoping I can catch up to hit them. Now, obviously we don't have elytra, because we're not allowed in the nether, so we can't, the end yet, sorry, so we can't really get away. Still out of reach, I just need to catch up. The only really limiting thing here is my food. If I run out of food, there we go, that's it, I can get on with my build now. So yeah, I'm gonna fix up the fireworks shop, and then I'll join you for the final detail. Right guys, after tagging Tweety there, I am ready to build the thing up here, which is acting as our advertisement. Now that is actually just going to be a firework. Now, it's quite simplistic and probably very expected, but I think this is definitely a better design than just a standard firework. By doing this little collection, that magma bits there are meant to be like the scorch marks from this one taking off. And I'm honestly quite proud of it, because I did come up with this design, which I do try to make my own designs. However, I'm a redstoner, as I've mentioned probably 100 times now, not a builder, and so I do like to do tutorials. However, now I've started doing it here, I really want to try and like get my own work out there. So what I do is usually try and find something like a build that I like, take that, and then use that premise to build my own, and that's what the builds I've planned for my base are. However, this rocket shop is completely my own, like 100%. Didn't see it anywhere. Obviously you have the standard firework shape, and I have basically just multiplied it, but I did come up with it, and I'm happy with that. So as I'm up here just building up this rocket, this, as I said, should work as pretty decent advertisement, because you can see it from pretty much anywhere. However, I don't think I'm settled on a name yet. I have had a few suggestions from another Phoenix member, Cindy Mini, on what to name it, and I'm probably going to go through those and pick one of those. However, yet I am not decided, so I cannot do the finishing touch, which is of course renaming the banner. Now, if you don't know what that does, renaming a banner allows you to leave a marker on a map, and we have a map of the shopping district. This is basically our way of showing what shops are where without you having to go around and like manually look. You can just look at the map, say, okay, I need to be here, and then just go. Now, this system will probably like not be used much once we have elytra, but for now especially it is very useful. And elytra, I've mentioned it a few times. For those of you who don't know, it's basically kind of like a wingsuit. You acquire it in the end, usually by going to an end city and taking one if they have a boat. However, we have a data pack that means dragon drops elytra, which basically means when you kill the ender dragon, it drops an elytra, as well as its head and its egg every time. Now, we are reserving the dragon fight to do as a community, which means that no one's allowed in the end, and as almost compensation to make it fair, because we have this dragon drops elytra, everyone involved gets an elytra, which means we will go from no one flying to quite a lot of people flying very, very fast, which is why I wanted to go into the industry of rockets. Obviously, I'm making them for my own use, but also for other people. Now, I think this will be very valuable, because rockets is something you need with the elytra. It allows you to fly more freely, and so I think it will sell very well. Maybe not now, but especially once we have the elytra. And even if not, I want rockets, okay? I absolutely burned through them last season. So having the farm, even if I don't sell anything in this shop, just having the farm there is worth it for me. and this is just other people can buy them if they don't want to make a farm. If they do make a farm, then that's perfectly fine. They don't buy from me. Which, okay, yeah, I'm out of diamonds, but I don't mind. I just know that quite a lot of people aren't like redstoners, which is why I do, like, why I really like the shopping district. It also means early game, like, I don't have a slime farm yet. It's a farm I'm going to be building, however, right now, I buy all my slime, and that's perfectly fine. Because one day, I won't, but for the time being, that's amazing for me, and it helps pay other people. So yeah, that is my little advertisement there. Kind of like a little bit stubby. The firework might make it a bit taller later. Yeah, it might need to be a bit taller. But it's fine. It works for now, and it gets the point across. Now, I'm going to go through, probably choose a name, rename the banner, label up the shop, and then stock it, because I have not actually crafted a rocket yet. I have, obviously, the mob farm, which supplies me with my gunpowder, and the now complete sugarcane farm, which is the paper. For those of you that don't know, 1 paper and 1 gunpowder gives you 3 rockets. So, 1 chest of gunpowder and 1 chest of paper, which is made by 3 sugarcane, gives you 3 paper, gives you 3 chests of rockets. So, whatever I have in paper, I can get 3 times in rockets, which is why there's so many chests here. That is one of the few recipes that gives you more than you put in. So, as in you put in 2 stacks, you get 3 out. So yeah, I'm going to quickly finish up, probably slap a name on it, and start to stock it. Right guys, I'm sorry, but there was a problem with OBS when I was recording, and you missed the final clip. So you've just got a black screen here with me talking. There's nothing I can do about it. I made some changes to the shop, I named it, and put it on the map as well. So I'll be showing that off at the beginning of the next episode. However, nonetheless, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Tell me pretty lies.